The Corgi is one of the most well-known small dog breeds, although it is technically considered a medium-sized dog. Related to the Valhund, the Corgi is a much more physically and mentally resistant breed and, not to be neglected, more stable in terms of health. The Corgi has a rich history as a working dog. This means that he has much more energy than you might expect from a seemingly small dog, as well as an intelligence that should not be underestimated, especially when food is involved. As its name suggests, the Welsh Corgi is a dog that was used as a good all-around dog for farm animals in Wales. The variant Cardigan comes from the county of Cardiganshire, and Pembroke comes from the county of Pembrokeshire. They were tasked with guarding farm animals, handling them, or even capturing pests. Even if they don't seem to be as energetic as their larger relatives, they are by no means sedentary dogs. But the Welsh Corgi breed is one of the oldest breeds. Legend says that in the old days it was the hunting dog of the Vikings, collecting the eggs of wild birds from the rocks, where they had their nests. Corgis can be very obedient and do exactly as they are told, only if it fits their plans. They love people unconditionally, but that doesn't stop them from doing things their way. They can be easily convinced that you are the alpha, but that doesn't mean they will accept your rules. When they are left to their own devices, Corgi will do everything as he thinks, which surely will not suit you, after which he will try to hide the evidence. A Corgi can be a wonderful and good dog, but also a very bad dog, which you will have to keep under observation all the time if you don't want to have problems. That depends only on you and how you educate him. Of the two varieties of Corgi, the Pembroke is the most popular. The Pembroke is known for its incredibly friendly and affectionate behavior with everyone, even with other animals. Cardigans are more reserved and quieter, more aggressive with other animals, even with people strangers to the house. However, one important thing to remember is that each Corgi has its own unique personality. You can meet a more aggressive and distant Pembroke towards strangers, or a Cardigan that is very friendly with everyone, like a Pembroke. In the end, each Corgi has a personality not defined by the variety to which it belongs. Corgis are fantastic dogs, easy to recognize. They have a long back, short legs, and a friendly look, erect ears. They are as big as the face. Their adorable faces look like a fox. The Cardigan has a long tail. The Pembroke can have a short tail, Momo, Peach, or a long tail. With a rich history and friendly manners, the Corgi is a wonderful breed for any person, adult, or child. Corgis are small dogs, very attached and intelligent. They have a personality that is usually associated with larger breeds. It is a very good guard dog as well as an excellent companion. With an unmistakable physique, it is easy to guess why it is a breed so appreciated and seen more and more often in various places, and even in the media. Perhaps the most famous Corgis are those of the late Queen of the United Kingdom, who accompanied the Queen all over the world. Another reason why this breed is so well known and appreciated. This breed was bred over the centuries in Wales to be a herding dog, which is where their intelligence and endurance come from. This is also the reason why they are relatively easy to maintain. They are incredibly loyal and love to be with their family. The two types of Corgis, Pembroke and Cardigan, have more features in common than differences, but the differences can be seen by visualizing the two types. However, their personalities are a bit more distinct, so you will need to know which type of Corgi suits your lifestyle. Regardless of the type of Corgi you choose, you will have a fantastic little friend who is always willing to try new things and make your life more beautiful, much more beautiful. Corgis are small, compact dogs. With their extraordinary intelligence, they can end up doing many things you wouldn't really want them to do. Even a very well-trained Corgi will throw a tantrum from time to time. You will learn that food is not kept in their area. It is also important to monitor their caloric level. This is a bit easier to do than you think because their energy level is very high. While you can reduce their energy level with a few walks, longer hikes are very beneficial because it will keep them in shape all the time. Corgi can be very funny if you are the alpha personality. If you are consistent in training and maintenance, it is likely that a Corgi will recognize the role of alpha, the head of the herd, the head of the family. That doesn't mean that the Corgi won't try to charm you and do as he wants, but it's exactly this behavior that makes them so adorable and easy to love. In the following episodes, I will familiarize you with this wonderful breed, starting with the characteristics of the breed, from calving to the maintenance of a Corgi dog in old age.